Hi, my name is Sammy Cassis. My office prepared the architectural plan for the proposed project, and the plans we prepared them based on the special permit requirement to create a shingle style house that worked very well with the neighboring and surrounding houses in the area. And that's the site, that's the house we come up with that best fit the challenges of the site plan we have. We worked very hard to create a house that's very compact and very low, and at the same time doesn't disturb the site as much. And the house was designed based on the special permit requirement where we have a series of shingle for gable roofs, gable dormers, and some shed dormers. The material used for the house, the roof will be fiberglass shingles, and all the sidings will be red cedar shingles.
All of it?
Yes.
Because that's not what you show in the rendering.
What's that? Oh no, that one, the person who prepared it made a mistake and he didn't shade it right.
Oh.
But the intention is to have the whole house.
Is the house shape correct?
What's that?
Yes.
But that, is the shape right
Yes.
on the rendering?
It's just the siding's not right.
Yes.
Okay.
Um,
For some reason, the garage doors are in different places. We don't know why. Or maybe they're not. No, there are. They're okay. Yeah, they're nice.
The whole area of the house will be around 4,800 square feet, and the height is around 27 and a half. And I mean, we have round gutter, the requirement will be copper. The downspout will be 3 inches round.
Excuse me, where is the 27 feet measured from?
What's that?
The height of the house?
From the
where is it
average
measured?
grade up to the peak is 27.
The existing?
The proposed finish.
But the measurement's supposed to be from the
From the average
grade
grade.
before construction.
Yes, that's what
Average
you
grade
do.
before
Yes,
construction.
from the average grade before construction to the peak is 27.67 feet.
Okay. All right. John, if you had a chance to look at that calculation. Okay. Could you do us a favor and just confirm that? We're trying to figure out where the grades are, you know, because we were, I think somebody said a while back that the house, the grade is being lowered
In the back, yes.
for the platform, for the house to the platform. But you're also moving the contours back at the rear of the house. So you're lowering the platform and you're moving the contours back.
It's the land of the house is like that, so we're filling some area, we're cutting some area to put the house in the plateau, and then we're cutting the back to create a backyard.
So are you raising the grade for the house or lowering the
A
grade?
little bit in the front, but cutting in the back. We're raising a little bit in the front, but we're cutting in the back. So we can get the house.
What are we talking
Can we lower that board so we can see that?
2 feet in the front?
About 2 feet in the front.
Do you mind,
and maybe some areas
are you done showing us what you can show us, or is there more that you're going to?
So it's not a balanced
show on
site,
that board?
it can't be.
Are you planning to
No,
show
there
us
is
more on that
actually,
board, or
there's a
can we see
calculation
what's on the
for
wall?
construction film.
There's
on
the-
Well, all that stuff that you're taking out of the back, the hill in the back, that's gotta be going somewhere.
Yeah, there is calculation for how much.
This is
repair
the,
we take out.
well, the rear of the house is it's on
On sheet number
on
one.
the left side, that's what it is, and this is the
Thank you.
backyard
Can
where
you just confirm that?
where the stone,
I think it's,
we have
I don't think it's
the retaining
balanced.
wall in the back, this is the rear of the house. And this is the right side, the rear side with all the bushes on, this side.
But you have windows in the basement.
What's that?
Just flip that back up just a second. So those, on the rear elevation, those are 3 windows, am I right?
3 windows here.
In the
The
basement?
basement.
I think those are light
Oh,
bulbs.
we're putting vent for the basement, yes. Window wells. I mean, the grade is here, we're gonna create the window wells.
Oh, really? Wow. That's quite a big window.
Could we see what's on the wall? Do you mind taking the board off?
Take this.
Yes.
The whole board, the whole
The whole board.
fiberboard.
We're not
We can
sitting
actually-
behind it. Oh, I'm
Yes,
sorry.
sorry, yeah,
Maybe move the, oh, that's fine.
that's okay.
Still trying to see some kind of contour across that house. It looks absolutely as flat as a billiard table.
Well, and I can see it from the front, because it's
Yeah.
got significant stairs going up, the
Right.
driveway's down quite low,
Yeah, it's-
into the drive.
It's sloping from right to left, but the land's also sloping up from left to right.
The reality here, we have
Yes.
slope going up.
Right, but
It's not the flat, the slope going up almost 8 inches below the grade here and go around the driveway, and then the back is the same thing. I mean, this is sloping down actually quite a bit this way. From this wall here, it's sloping up.
Well, there's a flat area on this corner for the septic system, which is a grass area.
Right.
And stuff going on.
Maybe you could talk just for a couple of minutes about the exterior lighting. Are you the lighting person?
Exterior lighting, I mean, we proposing, two lights on top of the garage, two lights at the mudroom door, and two lights but recessed inside near the door and on the inside, and in the back. We have the back doors in the back, we have two lights here, two lights here, and then some landscape lighting, right?
No, just
No, that's it,
all.
that's all.
That's all.
What's the total lumens?
What's that?
Total lumens?
We like to do it now.
18,900, it's within whatever the specification says.
Yeah, we haven't seen
It's
this.
less than 18,000, I think.
It's on the second sheet for the plan, sheet number 2.
Okay.
So where's the 18?
Is that what the
4,000 total?
10 fixtures are all the same?
Oh, 400.
Yes.
They're all the same fixtures.
So it's 4,000.
Yes.
No driveway lights?
No.
All in the house.
7.5.
And do you have some sort of a picture of the land? Of the light?
Yeah, well,
Yes.
that-
Yes.
Yeah, he's doing your architect.
All right, you have it here?
Where's the bulb?
Do you have that sheet down here? Actually, that sheet, is that sheet on here?
Yes.
No, that's not, that's on his architectural.
Okay, sorry.
Where's the bulb?
It's right there.
It's not for me.
But
There it is.
It's
Ron,
just-
just touch it.
So it's not dark sky line,
It's not like-
dark sky line.
No. It's the light that's cast out. It's not just down, it's not just up, it's also
It's not
out.
gonna go over this, right?
When we come back, we'll have dark sky.
All right.
We've got an entire list of them.
The light pole needs to be up into the housing.
Okay.
This company makes them. So
Yeah.
you can find something similar.
Right.
Should be
Yeah.
a problem.
Yeah, so here it is.
Right.
Yeah. So I'm sure they have. one
Bingo. Yeah, that's it.
I think we have
It's
one.
a different model. So if, Kim, what are your thoughts? I mean,
Yeah, the buffer that they're planting is fine. It's just the question of the grading and, I think they can adjust it, frankly.
yeah, can we adjust it? And if we can't, then we're gonna have to
Bump
get
up
that
the
section
size,
and
yeah.
see what you can see from the street.
Right.
It may require considerably larger trees than they're used to thinking about.
What's the largest that can be safely planted, in your opinion?
Depends on the species.
Well, considering the species that they're proposing,
I mean, we could probably get them up to 20, 22.
That may be enough. might have to change species.
Depends on whether there's ledge there too.
Right.
Yeah. But I think they ought to have a rooting interest in seeing if they can save some of those existing ones.
Good.
Okay.
No ledge.
You're not proposing any fences or anything like that?
No.
Okay. Comments from neighbors? Anybody have a comment? No? All right, in that case, if we get this, take another look at the grading in the back, do a couple of site sections, and we'll continue the hearing to what date?
I would suggest 10/21.
October 21st. What time, John?
8:15.
Okay.
Try to work with the land.
Yeah.
The main problem is just trying to save the trees.
Well,
Even with the step wall, we still have.
but Dave's point about the 5 inches, those are not necessarily, pygmy trees. Those could have some real impact. And it may be that we're just not looking close enough at the ones that are going to be saved. It may be enough that you're saving to make a big difference.
I will finish all the trees on the site, and even the high ones.
That, I think that would work in your advantage.
Yeah, I think so too. Okay.
Comments on house style?
Well, if you look at the pictures, they're kind of all over the map now, so, if, I think they're saying the shingles, so shingle style, I don't know.
Yeah.
We kind of lost.
There's some shingles on those houses.
Yeah, but they're not shingles
I
now.
No, they're not. A couple of them are anything but, so.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right, I mean, I think the design
I mean, it's fine.
concept of it.
All right, thank you.
Okay, how are
John, do you want this? No, we don't need it. We're just gonna.
That's the upper.
You need the photographs? No, a lot of those are. Yeah, see, this is what we are.
Yeah.
All right.
Jonathan, you want this?
Yeah.
No, it's like, I love this, I love this button I hand if you want.
What are you gonna do with it?
Keep it in my office.
Okay, it's a good presentation for an example. I'll just send it to you to look at.
All right, so, 4,000 numbers, I just don't know. 4,000. Okay,
That's the detail we're talking about.
253 Meadowbrook.
That's correct.
Change in the,
It's, you can flip back and forth if you want.
Okay, actually, you can keep that one up there, I can talk about that wall.
change in the same way.
Okay.
Yeah.
Robert
just
Calderaro, Burton Reading Writing.
give us a quick overview.
Quick overview. Our clients would like to install a perimeter field stone stacked wall, farm stacked wall similar to the wall that was approved by the board and constructed at the corner of Wellesley and Route 20
Around the entire property?
around the entire property, 30 inches high. Basically to define the property.
Are there
That's
any
the
walls
outline.
now at the perimeter?
There are no walls at this point. And really what it's doing is it's tying the approved gates that we have here on the backside for the car barn, the pedestrian gate we have here, and then tying this proposed gate at the front entrance together. So kind of creating a cohesive definition of the property is really what they're looking for.
Well, so that, just so I won't think that the tail is completely wagging the dog. Right now, there's a gate with a couple of piers at the back driveway.
Correct.
And in order to integrate that into the landscaping, they're building an entire perimeter wall around the entire property.
No, not at all.
Okay.
They're basically wanting to create a definition of their property with this stacked stone, fieldstone wall. And we have these gates that help define those openings, those portals to the property.
The new, is there gonna be a gate in that, on the pathway there?
Yes, this has been approved prior.
Okay,
This
that
one's
one
been
is,
approved
but not
prior.
the one at the main driveway.
No, this is the main driveway gate. And we have spoken with our neighbors, the Garrity's, and they are acceptable and are very on board with this gate. We have existing piers that are already there, they're a part of the approved RGFA, and we're really just mounting gates to those piers.
I think it's gonna need the sidewalk.
If you go back to that last slide that showed the detail, you can see these are the piers were existing in this area right here. We just shifted them this way and catch the gates.
What do you mean you shifted them?
We shifted them approximately 6 feet.
6.5 toward the driveway.
No, he's saying that the piers were.
Oh, the piers?
Yeah.
Oh.
So you shifted them from where to where are the piers?
The piers were here, they've just shifted this way.
Like they had actually been shifted? or-
No, they have not been, they had not been installed per approved plan.
Yeah, we're gonna need to have a sidewalk. That's a big change.
Gate is a big change.
Not the gate, the perimeter wall.
Perimeter
30
wall.
inches high all the way around the property.
It is a schematic layout that's shown in. We won't be affecting any trees. We'll be working with existing grade.
Yeah, I'd
It's
like to see
relatively
exactly
simple.
where it's gonna go, especially along the streets. Along Meadowbrook.
It's all
around
within the
corner.
property line as well.
Yeah, I know. I didn't expect you'd be building in the right of way, but just, you know, if it's just diagrammatic, let's see where it really is gonna go.
Can I ask what's the board's concern?
It's just gonna,
The fieldstone wall is not a natural element.
Not there, not around the perimeter of the side.
I mean, we can say no,
You could say.
or we can
I'm
say,
just
let's have a
asking-
sidewalk and find out.
I'm just asking the question.
We could do that.
One of the things that would be kind of interesting is could there be a little sample of it, just like maybe even 3 feet, so we could kind of get an idea of what this whole thing will look like.
Sure, and I think, was hoping that this sample, which is less than a quarter mile away, that you've already approved, and we have built together, could be that sample. We have a sample on site right now that is a working mock-up.
Oh, you do? Okay,
Yes.
so there's one there for us.
There's one there, it's not
Okay.
exactly what we're looking for, but we're getting there.
Okay, well, when you
That's
get
good.
there, tell us and we'll come out.
Well, let's schedule the sidewalk
sidewalk.
as soon as possible.
Yeah. Can you also run tape around at least on the road side so that we know where it's going to be in relation to the
Yeah, that's
trees?
a good point.
Otherwise, what are we
Absolutely.
looking at? Okay. The Garrity's know that it's not just the gate, it's the wall as well.
Yes, the Garrity's,
Yeah, we met with them and they're fine with it. They said, in her words, it's their property, they can do what they want.
And the club.
And we talked to the club, they're fine with it. One of the issues we've had prior to this is kids from the club during the summer come into the property and halfway up into the trees so they can drink beer. And multiple times we've had to throw them off. It's not fair on the
I think
property.
a 30-inch wall's gonna make a
It's a
difference.
visual.
Yeah, absolutely.
It serves as a visual, we have pets, and we also are gonna have a pool. So there's a lot of private property, and the wall does serve as a visual for our pets. Grandchildren, pool, it's not a big obnoxious mess.
Okay,
I'm
maybe not.
speaking- I'm
We'll
just
take a-
speaking
we'll
because
take a look at
it's
that.
our house.
We'll take a look at it.
Okay.
If you tape it off, we'll walk it. You know,
When can we do that sidewalk?
what do we have scheduled for sidewalks, Sharon?
Yeah, the 29th and the 6th, Meadowbrook, and
What do we have the following week, the 13th?
13th, there's nothing yet.
Let's put them up for the 13th. No, I think we're also.
No, we have nothing.
This
We
is
were,
fine.
we were shifting around.
Yeah.
I think the 13th, right?
Yes, yeah.